So today I'm going to show you what became one of my favorite summer dishes. And we're getting towards the end of tomato season, so it's one I really wanted to share with you guys before the really yummy heirloom tomatoes are all gone, until next year, of course. It's a feta-stuffed chicken breast with a tomato watermelon salad alongside. And it is so delicious. So delicious. Now, of course, you can still make this in the middle of the winter. You know, just get some nice ripe tomatoes and make a tomato and onion salad. You're probably not going to be able to find these little seedless watermelons in the middle of winter, but a little tomato and onion salad alongside this feta-stuffed chicken breast. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of your go-to chicken dinners. Now, heads up, I've got 4 pieces of boneless, skinless chicken breast here. You want to get them a little on the large side because you're going to cut a pocket into them and then stuff it with the feta. Now, when you work with the chicken breast, you're going to want to take the largest part, the thickest part of the breast to work with. And what you're going to do is, either from the top of the chicken or cutting along the side of the chicken, you're going to cut a pocket down into the breast. Be careful, try not to make any holes because you don't want the feta to spill out. And then you just sort of shimmy it down in there gently and stuff as much feta as you can down and into the breast. See how I made a nice deep pocket in there so it's going almost all the way to the edge? And you'll be able to fit about 1 ounce of feta inside each piece of chicken breast. When you're done, rinse your hands up and then season them up heavily with some salt and pepper. I'm going to get a skillet nice and hot with some EVOO. Go heavy on the pepper and light on the salt because you've got the breast stuffed with feta cheese, which of course is very salty, a little over the shoulder for luck. And you let that go once you put it in there until the meat gets a nice caramelization on it and it pulls easily away from the skillet. Don't force it, you'll tear the chicken. So we have our feta-stuffed breast cooking up. You can even entertain with this meal. It's absolutely beautiful to look at. We're going to get to work on the salad. Now, I like to take these little seedless melons and cut them into little wedges. Then run your nice sharp paring knife down and then cut them into little triangles across. You can cut them into any shape that makes you happy. I don't know why triangles make me happy for this particular salad, but they do. In the wintertime, you can make this tomato salad with maybe a little pickled watermelon going through it, which you can get on the condiment aisle of the market. Or, as I said, a tomato and onion salad is pretty much good any season of the year. And you can mix it up. You can make a tomato and onion salad with lots of basil and flat leaf parsley. Today, because I did sort of a Greek thing with the feta-stuffed chicken, I'm going to mix together lots of nice fresh mint and flat leaf parsley. Delicious combination. Now, as I said, it's a great time of year to make these guys because right up through October, you can still get beautiful heirloom tomatoes. And if you have a farmer's market in your community, that's like the last good bargain left in produce. When you buy direct from the small farms, you get a great price and you get great tasting product. But right in the regular grocery stores, they offer lots of locally grown produce now. And you just slice up the tomatoes if you're a little bit, if you're a little bit OCD about it, like you try and get them in like shapes and sizes as your triangle watermelon pieces. They're just so delicious. You know, my mom used to tell me that when she was a little kid, she'd take the tomatoes off my grandfather's vines, and she would just take a salt shaker out to the tomato vines and just stand there and eat them like apples with salt. Oh, that would be a good one to do that. It'd be a little juicy. I might ruin this shirt, but it would be a tasty way to go. All right, so you get the gist with that. And then I use a little bit of red onion in all of my tomato salads. Of course, if you have scallions in the house or you have a little bit of yellow onion, you can use any kind of onion you like. If you don't like onion, you can leave the onion out. I'll never know. That's funny. I'll be grocery shopping sometimes and people will stop me and say, now listen, is it okay if I swap this for that? And I'm like, it's okay with me. I think it's kind of cute. They think I'm going to know, you know, if they switch up an ingredient or don't use the onions. Look at the great color. If you don't force it, you get that really nice caramelization. All righty. So you saw me cut up a tomato. I could do the rest of those over the break. Small to medium-sized red onion here. And I do 1 large tomato per person, or you can use 2 pints for 4 portions of the baby heirloom tomatoes. You know, the little multicolored guys come in a box. And that's it, really. You just combine the tomatoes with the watermelon, the red onion, and I put salt and pepper on the tomatoes and let them set for a few minutes. And the juice of the tomato is enough dressing for me. You can add a little bit of lemon juice if you want, or a splash of vinegar, but I don't think you need it. So I'm just going to get the herbs chopped up, get some salt and pepper on these guys, get a little olive oil over it, get everybody into the bowl here, into the hot tub. Just gorgeous to look at. It's a feast for your eyes. It's such a great, easy meal. You can't screw it up. It's absolutely fabulous. You're going to love this dish. To go alongside it, heads up, once you flip your chicken, you can put a little tinfoil tent on it so it finishes cooking through. These are our Feta-Stuffed chicken breasts. You cut a pocket into each piece of chicken breast with a nice sharp knife, and you fill that up with feta cheese, season them with salt and pepper. Just a pinch of salt, go heavier on the pepper, because of course there's salt in the feta cheese. Now, when they're done, take them out of the pan and let them rest for like 5 minutes or so. Let the cheese set back up and let the juices redistribute. Then you can slice it nice and thin so that you can fan it out on the dinner plate and people can see that there's feta inside there. Gorgeous. Then, if you really want to gild the lily and have a super fancy big finish, down over the chicken, you can put a little bit of balsamic drizzle. It's a lovely little garnish. And you can just drizzle it back and forth over the chicken. I know, so fancy. This is what I call one of those fancy fake-out meals where it looks really terrific and, you know, like some sort of skill level must have been involved, but super easy and super delicious. That's what's for dinner tonight. I highly recommend that one, kids. It's delish.